June is a time where we celebrate diversity, inclusion, and the vibrant tapestry of the human experience. Today, we are diving deep into the profound meaning of Pride Month in the Lowcountry. Joining us is Jonatan Guerrero Ramirez, Closet Case and Community Events Director for the We Are family. Jonatan, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. So I do have to ask you, what does Pride mean to the Holy City?
Pride means to the Holy City, it is a time to celebrate love, diversity, and the queer community that is in Charleston. The queer community in Charleston is just so diverse. It has so much love. It has so much acceptance. And then just celebrating this in the Holy City means everything, because it is representation for our queer siblings, for the people who have been here in like the history of Charleston. There's so much queer history in Charleston that just needs to be recognized and uplifted. And yeah, just queer culture and LGBT history in the Holy City, it just makes sense. I mean, the history, queer, yeah.
It does. It definitely does. And now, speaking of the Holy City, how does, I've talked to a couple of my friends who have struggled with faith, being LGBTQI. How do those two coincide, those two worlds collide? Yeah,
so I always like to say that there is faith for everybody on whatever religion, church you practice in. There is something for everybody. And for those folks, and we get these calls all the time at We Are Family, that they're looking for an affirming church or an affirming pastor, or just somebody who can give them that spiritual guidance. There is that support in Charleston. But I mean, we're called the Holy City for a reason. And one thing I always tell folks is that if you don't feel comfortable in the church, in the service that you're in, it's okay to leave, and there's other alternatives. You can always give us a call. Even on our website at We Are Family, you can look up queer-friendly and affirming churches, pastors. We even have some therapists who specialize in faith services through therapy. So there's definitely something for everybody. And something I always say is that we love you, and we know your higher being also loves you too.
And now it is important, this week is just so wonderful, this month of June especially. And I like what you said earlier, how Pride is all year long, but this is really a time we get to focus on it. What are some of the current issues that the LGBTQI community is facing?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So like I mentioned earlier, to us, Pride is all year long. But June is just so important because as a queer community, there are just so many issues that have happened in our past and currently right now. Right now we are fighting some anti-trans laws for our queer siblings. And it's just it's a time to celebrate how far we've come, but also to be aware of the current issues right now. It's a time for us to also realize that while we are, progressing and getting more rights for our queer youth, our trans siblings, our queer elders, we still have a lot of work to do. But this time is very important to us globally because, again, it celebrates how far we've come so far. There's still a lot of work to do, but that's why this month is here to celebrate and get involved, learn, educate, and also just to have a good time with friends, families, and let's make some memories together this Pride year.
Absolutely. And so we love We Are Family. We've had you guys on the show so many times. Could you give us a reminder of the different resources you guys offer?
Oh my goodness, what resources we don't offer? We Are Family. We are the premier LGBT organization in South Carolina for queer youth. We do direct services for our youth. We advocate for them in schools. So we do a little bit of everything, from our free mental health assistance program. I know Chandler has been on here to talk about that a little bit. Our new name change program that has just been taken off, and obviously Closet Case Thrift Store, our social enterprise here. We're family, we're one big giant family, and we're just here to provide that affirming space for our queer youth.
And now this month is filled with tons of events, especially in the couple of days to come. So where is the website where people can find the whole rundown of everything happening?
Yeah, absolutely. So right now we are in the middle of Park Circle Pride Week. People can go on the website, Park Circle Pride, to look up the full schedule of things. Also, on the website, you can see what events are going to be 18 and plus, 21 and plus, and all family members. You can also go on our website and see what specific events we're having this month. But definitely, this whole month, there are just tons of events happening, so there's really no excuse to stay at home.
That's
it's a great way to kick off off summer. It's a great way to get involved in your community, learn about the different resources, and definitely let's have fun this Pride Month.
Oh, Jonatan, well, I will put all the information down below for everyone to see. Thank you so much for joining us
Thank you so much for having me. It's always so much fun to see y'all, and we hope to see everybody at Pride this year.
Absolutely. Well, thank you again, and we are back in 2 minutes.